What's up, man? It's been a while since I gave you a video with voice instructions. My voice does not sound the best right now because I'm just getting over being under the weather, but we still gonna rock it. I got my coworker in the chair today. He needs a little help. We're gonna give him a wave cut, 1.5 on top, taper the sides and the back. And what we gonna do to this face, man? He said just line it up, but for the sake of the video, I might just shave it off, man. I don't know. It depends on what y'all want to see, man. But I'm gonna comb him out, and we're gonna get straight to it. Stay tuned. First, before I start to taper or anything, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Super ZR2 with my 1.5 attachment comb, and I'm gonna mow it down. I'm gonna follow his growth pattern. I'm gonna follow his wave pattern all the way around to make sure we don't create any gaps, any unusual spacing, any gashes, or anything that would cause us to ruin the haircut. So we're gonna follow the growth pattern, starting the crown, working our way all around his head. Let's do it. And remember, this is the Super ZR2, not the first one. The second one is a little bit more quieter. It has longer battery life, and you're able to detach the battery in case you have a bad battery. You don't have to buy a whole new clipper. You can just buy a battery now. All right, man, you ready to do this? So if you notice, as I get to the corners of his hairline, I'm kind of lifting off the scalp. His hair is not as thick here as it is everywhere else. So what I'm doing is leaving this area just a little darker here on both sides. So that way it still looks thick in the corners. So as we work our way to the crown, we can see that his hair changes direction. The growth direction changes. So I'm gonna go with the grain and make sure I follow that exact growth pattern. Next, I'm gonna take my 1 3/4 attachment comb and put it on my Super ZR2, and we're gonna go back in those corners that we left longer with this one. Next, I got my Endless T-Outliner, the blackout edition. I'm gonna use this to create my guidelines for my taper. Being that we're going zero bald, this is gonna be my tool of choice for balding. Notice I'm going in and I'm rocking off the scalp as I'm creating my first guideline. Same thing we do there, we're gonna do in the nape area as well. And I'm not gonna make my first guideline too high because what I'm trying to do is keep the taper low in the back. So depending on where you set your guideline here in the back can determine how high you make the taper. If I would take this first guideline all the way up to here, then my taper would be blended somewhere in here, and that would just be entirely too high for the nape area, for me. And then again, here on this side, I'm rocking off the scalp. The key is to not create hard guidelines. up, man? How you doing? Yeah, come on in, man. Have a seat in the lounge, which is straight back. We got a pool table and some TVs. Somebody will come grab me in just a second. Cool? Welcome to the shop. For blending, my adjustable lever clipper is going to be my favorite, the Andis Master. This is the Black Label edition. Has a little bit more power than the original Master. Has the third prong. Has a larger ground, which allows you to draw more power to the motor. So I'm going to start with 0 and rotate between 0 and the 0.5 or a half blade position, back and forth to create my taper in the nape. Now I'm going to open it up to the half position. And I'm going in and I'm rocking off the scalp to create my transition. Once you go against the grain, you have to brush the hair back down just to kind of see what you've done or see what needs to be done next. So you can kind of see the taper is transitioning well. I need to close the blade in here and eliminate a little bit more hair in the corners to create a smooth transition. How you feeling, Mike?
I'm feeling real good, T.
Tired?
Nah, not at all.
Sleepy?
Not at all.
Hungry?
Yeah, real hungry. Maybe a little bit.
Going to the gym tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the gym tonight, man.
Okay.
It might be winter time, but this summer's probably gonna be right, T.
Mine too, man.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
I've been out of the gym for a while, but it's that time.
I feel it.
Some people looking at this video right now, they see my old videos and like, what in the world happened to you? He doubled in size. But I'm back. I'm in the gym tonight. I'm meal prepping. I'm doing all that good stuff. Ain't that right, Slim? Yeah. I want to look like Slim. Next, I've added my 1/8 attachment comb on my number 1 guard, and we're going to cycle between 1 and 1.5 to eliminate the rest of the bulk and the nape area. Start at 1.5, which is the 1 open, and I'm going in and I'm rocking off the scalp, and I'm brushing down to see what we've eliminated. Now I came back with the 1, and I'm doing the exact same thing. Now we see here, we still have a little bulk in here, which has to be eliminated. So I'm gonna remove my 1 and open my master to the half blade position. And I'm gonna go in here softly and just flick that out. D, where you going, man? Say what's up to YouTube, man.
What's up, YouTube? Keith the Barber, man. Here's the part of the Barber, man. See, you got Mikey School here different with the waves, man. You can be a little more wavier, but you know, that's because the hand knocking the teeth.
Word from my fellow barber brother D. Should I turn the ring light on?
That's it. Perfect.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't want no trouble, man.
It's lit on both sides.
Wi-Fi lit?
Super.
Now to put the icing on the cake, I got my Andis Slimline Pro Li lithium ion. This is the black color. Also comes in chrome. I'm gonna go ahead and line him up in the nape area and make sure once I do the lineup, I'm able to see more detail in my taper and see if I have any imperfections or I need to go back in and fix some things. Let's do it. Able to go around the ear because I'm using my index finger like a fulcrum and a compass. And I'm just rocking back and forth from left to right. And that gives me that perfect circle every time.
It's a nice line right there, T.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. So to me, the taper looks pretty good. I see I have just a little bit of dark area right here. I'm gonna come back and fix that, and then we'll move on to the sides. I'm only using the corners of the blade. That way I don't move the blend up any higher. I call this pinpoint blending. I'm only going in the dark areas to eliminate the rest of the weight. Boom. So next thing is the hairline. I'm gonna line them up first before I taper the sides. Now sometimes when you put your liners on hair, the hair will tend to move. So what I like to do is use a holding spray. That's gonna keep this hair right in place when I line it, because you have the blade actually moving from side to side. So sometimes when it is going so fast and it touches the hair, if the hair is long enough, it'll tend to move. So I'm gonna spray his hairline with a holding spray, and that's also gonna enhance my line as well. Once I spray that, I'll brush the hair down. And then I'll come back with a blow dryer just to speed up the process. Now back with my same liners. If you've watched any of my previous videos on Instagram, You know, I always start in the center and I go left or center and right, depending on the hairline. Naturally, his left side is higher, so I will start from center and go right to kind of make sure the height is the same and symmetrical. That's right, right? You kind of see here in the middle where he has a little grow back. It's not technically pushing his hairline back. He has a widow's peak, and he does not want that, so we're gonna just eliminate it. I start in the center naturally because the center is always the point of balance. I think about hairlines kind of like a seesaw. If the weight is not balanced right on each side, then it's either gonna be up on one side and lower, or vice versa. So I start in the center and work my way outward. Slightly raise his head and check his line. This side just come over a little. What do you think is good? Right here. Big Kev. So the same thing we did in the nape area, we're gonna do on both sides. Make sure both sides of the taper are symmetrical. We're gonna do a mid to somewhat high taper. I'm not gonna go in this direction over the ear, but it'll be somewhat angled just in the temple area. So we're zero here, half guard, which would be your clipper open. Here, brush down. Eliminate the bulk here with the zero. Grab your one. Clipper open, 1.5, same thing. Brush it down. Back to one. Now I'm gonna take my one and go with the grain here. So I got my 1.5. And I use that to take the rest of the bulk out. And same thing, you do the one side, you have to do the other. I think that might be Newton's law, I don't know. Somebody's law. So naturally, here on Mikey's jawline, his hair is thicker than the rest of his beard. But to give the illusion of a full beard, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower the bottom of his beard and I'm not gonna touch the middle. So I got the one closed. I see that's not low enough, so I'll go with the half. And blend that and make it all look like it's one length. I think he prefers to keep his chin there. I don't know. I'm not going to touch that. Oh, Wi-Fi lit. Hey, Wi-Fi lit. Light areas in his hairline. I'm going to take my pre-mix temporary color or semi-permanent color with my alcohol solution, and I'm going to apply that through my airbrush machine. There are cordless airbrush machines that are out, but personally I like corded because it's similar to clippers. Get a bit more power with the ones that aren't cordless and a longer spray distance. So now I'm going to come back and just sharpen up the color I laid down before it dries. This is what we call a hairline enhancement. I still want it to look natural, so I didn't spray much and I didn't go overboard with it. And I didn't get close. Sometimes if you get close or too close, it'll make the color too dark and it won't look natural at all. If you stay in one area for too long, same thing can happen. All right, you've seen the cut, you've seen the process, you saw the steps. I need you to see the description of this video and follow me on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe, like, share this video. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Boom.